What if I told you the Quran and Hadith reveal creatures beyond imagination? Creatures faster than lightning, stronger than armies, and more mysterious than anything you've ever seen. Al-Buraq, the steed that carried prophets across the skies. Yajooj and Majooj, the unstoppable tribes waiting behind a great barrier. Dābbat al-ard, the beast that will speak to humanity before the day of judgment, and even unicorn-like beings, glowing with divine light. Tonight, one young man's journey brings him face to face with these mystical creatures, and what he saw will shock you, frighten you, and inspire you all at once. Stay with us, because by the end of this story, you'll see the unseen world as you've never seen it before, and it will change how you see everything about faith, creation, and the signs of Allah. The hidden creatures of the Quran and Hadith, al-Buraq, Yajooj Majooj, and the mystical beasts revealed. In the dim light of a crescent moon, a young man named Ayan walked through the ancient desert of Arabia, his heart pounding with curiosity and awe. Since childhood, he had been fascinated by the stories of mystical creatures mentioned in the Quran and Hadith. But as he grew older, the world around him seemed to dismiss these tales as myths or fairy stories. Yet Ayan could never shake the feeling that these beings were real, and that their reality carried profound signs from Allah. One night, as the wind whispered through the dunes, he stumbled upon a crumbling scroll in the ruins of an old library. The parchment was brittle, the ink faded, but the words glowed with an almost supernatural clarity. It spoke of al-Buraq, the lightning-fast steed that carried prophets across unimaginable distances. Ayan could almost hear the gallop of its hooves, faster than the wind itself, and he imagined the majestic creature, half mule, half human, with wings that could eclipse the sun. His pulse quickened as he realized that these stories were not meant to be confined to books. They were waiting to be witnessed. Driven by an insatiable thirst for truth, Ayan journeyed deeper into the desert, guided by visions in his dreams. One night, the sky cracked open with silver light, and he saw it. A silhouette of al-Buraq hovering above the sands, its eyes reflecting the wisdom of prophets. For a moment, fear and reverence froze him in place. The creature approached, and in its silent gaze, Ayan felt a connection to the unseen realms, a glimpse of the divine signs hidden from ordinary eyes. He could feel the speed, the power, and the purpose of al-Buraq, as if it were a bridge between the heavens and the earth. But the desert had more secrets than he could ever imagine. As Ayan traveled toward the mountains, an eerie rumble shook the ground. His heart skipped a beat when he remembered the tales of Yajooj and Majooj, tribes trapped behind a great barrier, whose numbers multiplied like a tidal wave. The scroll had warned that they would rise in the last days, spreading chaos across the world. That night, Ayan saw shadows moving behind a distant wall of rocks, unfathomable in number, restless, unstoppable. His mind raced with the hadith he had memorized, the warning, the apocalypse, the divine justice. Yet he also saw mercy in the chaos, a test of faith for those who believed, a reminder that Allah's control is absolute. Days turned into nights as Ayan ventured into lands untouched by maps. Here, the very soil seemed alive. He recalled the dabbatalard, the beast that would emerge before the day of judgment, speaking to humans in a language only the faithful could understand. When it appeared, the earth trembled, and Ayan felt the weight of centuries pressing upon him. The creature's eyes glowed like molten gold, and its voice, though deep and strange, carried a message. O mankind, the time of reckoning is near. Witness the signs and remember your Lord. Tears welled in his eyes as he realized that these stories were not allegories. They were warnings and guidance, revealed to awaken hearts in heedless times. Amid fear and awe, Ayan's journey took an unexpected turn. One twilight, in a secluded oasis surrounded by luminous reeds, he saw a creature that defied every expectation. A unicorn-like being, radiant and pure, with a horn spiraling toward the heavens. Its presence brought an overwhelming sense of peace, a symbol of Allah's hidden wonders. He remembered a hadith mentioning wondrous animals of paradise, and in that moment, the lines between the earthly and divine blurred. Ayan knelt, overcome with gratitude, understanding that Allah's creation is vast, mysterious, and purposeful. This was a secret of the unseen, meant to inspire the faithful and humble the arrogant. As he continued his journey, Ayan encountered visions blending the creatures of hadith with his own reflections. Al-Buraq's speed reminded him to hasten in obedience to Allah. Yajooj and Majooj's menace reminded him of the consequences of collective disobedience. Dabbatalard's emergence inspired vigilance and faith, and the unicorn-like creatures symbolized the boundless mercy of the Creator. Each encounter etched lessons into his soul, lessons of patience, awareness, and devotion. Yet the most profound revelation awaited him in the Valley of Shadows, where all legends converged. The sky shimmered with celestial lights as al-Buraq soared overhead. Yajooj and Majooj roared in the distance. Dābbat emerged from the sands, and the unicorns glimmered like living stars. Ayan realized that these creatures were not threats or mere stories. They were manifestations of divine signs, each with a role in the cosmic order. He understood that the unseen world is vast, full of creatures that bear witness to Allah's knowledge, power, and wisdom. In a trance of awe and fear, Ayan fell to his knees and whispered prayers of gratitude. The creatures, as if acknowledging his faith, vanished one by one, leaving him alone under the starlit sky. His heart was heavy with the magnitude of what he had witnessed, yet lightened with the clarity of understanding. Every tale in the Quran and Hadith, every warning and every marvel, exists not to terrify, but to guide, to awaken, to prepare the believer for the unseen world. Ayan returned to his village, his eyes alight with conviction. He began sharing his experiences, not as myths, but as lessons in faith. People gathered, enraptured by his stories, inspired to strengthen their belief in Allah and to seek knowledge with sincerity. The tales of al-Buraq, Yajooj and Majooj, Dābbat, and the mystical unicorn-like beings became a bridge between the seen and unseen, awakening hearts to the truth of divine signs hidden in plain sight. And as the sun rose on a new day, Ayan knew that these creatures, these miracles, these signs will continue to guide humanity until the end of time. For every believer who opens their heart, Allah reveals his wonders, not just in books, but in the fabric of creation itself. Have you ever wondered if the stories of al-Buraq, Yajooj and Majooj, or the mysterious Dābbat are real? These creatures are not myths. They are signs of Allah's wisdom, hidden for those who seek with faith. Imagine witnessing them yourself, just like Ayan did. If this story opened your heart to the unseen wonders of Islam, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel for more shocking and inspiring stories from the Quran and Hadith. The unseen world is waiting. Are you ready to see it?